guys. Good morning. Good morning, Martha. Number one today. Happy Kange Yawe. I hope you're doing well. So, katika jina baraga kukuli today my broadcast is anticipated in simple daily. So, yeah. Good morning, Nathan. Good morning, Krista. Day number 14. Hey! Maybe a month and so yeah, so today is apparently it's Valentine's Day. It's when you guys yeah, and today we are marketing our businesses to tell us what you're doing and why we should support you and not anyone else. yani kosa yani Solomon Chitumba kosa yo yivi kaka sanji kosa jitwa kuzenda mwewe ine inayo na kaka nini ilikujulewe omuka amusimazi omuka can't hear you Arthur. Okay. Kama kimara kudemo katika ngine chorus. Sekata kuwa kwa construction ni kama chorus. Wanga tama kine chorus sila bawe kwa ndagani. So I'm on the tarmac now. Good morning once again. I'm sure now you can hear me, man. I'll start again. Today is the number 14 of the month of February 2023, which means these are 31 days plus 14, which are 45 days. 45 days in the year 2023. That's assuming you actually had any goals set for these 2 months, because can people say marketing. Yeah, but I was talking to Emma all weekend starting Sunday. Emma normally checks on me and goes after WhatsApp. They don't have to schedule in there. So he checked on me on Sunday. Normally how I know that I'm actually sick is when I go for my run today, remember my Saturday run and I thought of actually wait because I'm not running in like 2 weeks I think. So and then we went to gym and I could not do it properly. And then Sunday nenzukanga nenyola and my temperature was really high, and then I had malaria again, and then Emma told me something that startled me. Emma yanga, hey, naye Arthur, public figure, agala nyomanyo kola ensonga ejula sikukola an HIV test ng'olwala Emma, yeah, but I'm okay. Malaria. I'm finishing my dose today. So you tell us what you're doing. Salmin, where is Salmin? Mkoa Emma, tell us about your shop in Chiseka. And I think Martha, this is the time for you to start advertising at Martha Preschool, where it's going to be. I saw someone here called Bam Kakea. What do you exactly deal in? Bam Kakea. Then I saw someone called Otto something. Then what other person was there? Then I saw Forex, Family Forex or something, and then Siwa is closed. Sina bikaziwa bwe samu kuzamoro kananyiga oba nantya agana ingasa ninga ate Siwa yansa sura sente n'atazikozesa. Who else? Plenty of guys here doing business. This is your time. So, but my broadcast on Saturday confused you guys. I normally tell you guys talking about bondi kula moro kampia. But then on Saturday I was telling you that if you have a budget of 20 million, the way you use moro kampia. I'm going to try and clarify that as you guys also try to figure out how you can market your businesses. Salmin Eximoko. Mwamugoba kukoba goba ko omuntu mukabeera mukomata. Kati okukowa buwani bana ngesikyafuna nkoko. Ate nga Emma yali badde ankwata bulungi enamba nze njirina. number then. So my broadcast on Saturday, it didn't really center around, you going to the mall or not going to the mall. It centered around what budget cars you can actually buy. And we talked about the budgets, and I told you, first of all, the model can categorize is an EFI. Because 5 years from now, I'm talking about the EFI. Because EFI, EFI, amakanika bagitetenkanya nnyo to the extent batuganga nabo bakitetenkanya bibabuzaabuza nga nabo tebamanyi. I gave you an example of my Primo. Bagikola nnyo neyetukanga ne broke erimu olwatika naye nga nabo tebamanyi kisibu ekiri. Took another mechanic to open the engine n'alaba olwatika. So it was that serious. Okitegeera naye ng'ate bo bennyini batukanga tebakyamanyira kyakunoonya kugamba balina ebikwate bye baakwata. The other reason why VVTi engines are better than EFI is because it's cheap. It's quite cheap to buy a new VVTi engine. It's cheaper to buy a VVTi engine than it is to buy an EFI engine. The one NZ engine, which is very common, is about 2 million. Ngoguze kawanga bilebirala ng'ogirese. Naye ng'ate akawanga bagita batende ya Primo 7-8 million. Naye ng'ate it doesn't come with any clear benefits. The only reason you should buy the EFI engine car is for business. Nga matabagenda okugula ipsamu yaffe eya school van. Tegenda bekolera sente so that you upgrade later to the VVTi engine car. I also gave you an example. Tewali kiguza Primo old model nga waliyo new model. Kati eyo Primo girabe tuli maaso bajja kugamba bagiguze miliyoni 12. Onani wanimiza oyagula 16 namba ki yagula EF milioni 16 buba butamanya kate 12 zenyini nyezi yasaswa tezigula rimeyo ku UFV tezigula na ku UBB okujjako nga tomanyi omanya byogula, because you can get a Primo new model ngeri ku namba yemu ku milioni 14-15. So it would not make sense for you to buy this old car, because 2 years, 3 years from now, people are not going to be buying that car. And I'm sure you will want to upgrade together with at least every 5 to 6 years you want to upgrade of the model car because it's cheap. Yeah, so if you have just come on, you're welcome. Today is Market Tuesday. You tell us what you do. What makes your services or products special, and people will support you definitely, because that's what communities are for. In the Namagamba, because the first service that you deliver before is pre-purchase inspection, I help you get a very good car at a very good price. I make sure you don't get ripped off. And my service is not free. I charge you 400,000 only. Usente ezo nzijane makanika. Because it covers the fuel and gets us to the car. I prefer that you get your own cars in the inspection. I definitely help you get the cars. You buy cars the way I would buy the cars at wholesale price. And so far, abantu bonna benyambye kufuna emmotoka at wholesale prices. The emmotoka agigula the next month baba muwa sente kasuka mu milioni ngero. But the issue is ne baba kuwa sente nga zisuka kweze wakula musere imo ojja kwesanga ate kizibu kufuna emmotoka eyo ku sente ate kuziba kuwa nga naawe essaawa eyo ogitunda ku wholesale. I have a very good example, by the way. Mulaba akamotoka ako ka Starlet bwe baba kuseera baba kuseera number plate kubanga ko nga ko tekayina bigere. That car has a replacement which is a Vitz. The Vitz eri ku UBE oyinza ogifuna miliyoni nga 18 naye oyo asobola okwagala akuguze kasitale kyako ku miliyoni 13 olwokuba kali ku UBE naye nga amazima next year bagambe katugule miliyoni 8 ojja kutoba nako. Why akakamoro kekisooka ka EFI ekyokubiri kali wansi. One thing about automakers these days is that on top of improving technology nabo tebakyakola moroka ziri wansi. Emoroka eziri wansi bazirekera race cars. Emoroka evuga moroka za mpaka zebakola nga ziri wansi zireme kugwa mangu. Naye kati you can imagine yourself sitting in that car. Okitegeera kali wansi nnyo. Ate eyo moroka ondaba eriri 13 but it consumes more fuel than my car which is 1.5 because it's all technology. Kati kyalina ekyamaanyi ntekubagana nga yange ne number plate of course naye ebirala byonna mbakusi tugende mu kunoonya engine mu katale nga engine zombi zikubye eyange eri cheaper than his because ndabyenga omukyala. Ate you will find that oyo omukyala bambi bakamusiba busibi because ebiseera kyokulaba you need to pay for my pre-purchase inspection service. Kwata emitwalo 4 gawe Arthur akuwe guidance because you can imagine omukyala oyo bamuguze moroka eyo ku bbeeyi emu neefuna VTs eri ku namba yemu namusanga bamukuba miliyoni nga 2. Okitegeera ino stareti tenywa ewangala ogenda kugifiirako. Good morning. After your last episode of entry car levels you said under 10 million I think you did mention the fan cargo. Yeah, I forgot to mention the fan cargo and the plats. Na ye fan cargo ne plats oyinza obutazifuna mu miliyoni 10. Fan cargo and plats will be at between 11 and 15. But also the plats is the same thing as the Vitz. Don't buy a plats that is 1.0cc. Make sure you buy the plats that is 1.3cc or 1.5. Mu plats oyinza obutasangayo nnyo 1,500 naye nga ojja kufuna 1,300. Togula 1,000 ejja kukumenya because the fact that the plats has a boot ojja kwagala ogitikke. Ate bw'onoogitikka erimu engine ya 10,000 ejja kufa mangu. Ate ka engine ka 10,000 bakaseera actually bakaseera n'okusinga ka 1,300 because 1,300 2NZ but ka 10,000 bakaseeramu because bufa nnyo so they have demand. So don't buy a Platts that has a 1.0cc. Good morning. Yes, good morning, Council. How are you? Yeah. So, Council, please don't advertise your services, but tell us about your specialty. Don't because we are not allowed to advertise, but you can tell us about your most successful case, probably. Obo tugambako Buganda. After today, the sound is flickering. No, it's I'm on a road typical to Uganda. But now it's getting done. Bulijjo, I start this broadcasting around Kawanda, I think. Kawanda Maganyi. Then you can send it to Semuto Road. I think that's the issue. But Semuto Road is over now. The flicker is going to get Kati you see a moroka bidi ezituli masses omuziraba. There is that starlet and then the Raum. Raum eri BJ oyinza onyefuna ku miliyoni 19 naye ate ne bakugamba ka starlet ako bakaguze miliyoni 14. I would never tell you to buy the starlet. Wadde neno Raum naye ine ebizibu byayo. But you see, this Raum has the same engine as my car. so engine ejja kuwangaalamu. I think the trouble with the Rome is that because erina boot nene abantu bamanyi zitikka ennyo, bwe bazitikka ennyo engine ate ne bazita mangu okitegeera. Then ekirala ekizitawaanya, because it's automatic, erina amaanyi getasobola kuwa emmotoka ya manual genkuwa. So bw'ogigattako okugitikka nga amaanyi giya yo tegagiwa, ekyo nakyo kiyinza okwonona engine yayo. So Patrick, is the sound better now? Because Wendy, I don't expect any flicker. I think it's better. Ne hold and nywezezaamu. So I'm thinking the issue of the engines is sorted. Don't buy an old technology engine anymore. And I know that most of you guys have had dream cars. Probably your dream car was the Spacio, the old model, forget about it. Your dream car was the other Harrier, it's comfortable, but forget about it. Right now we should be buying VVTi cars. And I'm believing, I want to believe that Nissan has their version of VVTi. Probably Kia has their version of VVTi. Every car maker has their version of VVTi. But I'm telling you to stick to Toyota because, well, we all know why we stick to Toyota. Watch TikTok videos and everyone is telling you to stick to Toyota. You watch YouTube videos and everyone is Toyota ni Toyota. You've seen those Swahili videos. So if you want a Subaru, you can go ahead and buy a Subaru, but it won't be as economical as a Toyota. I want to believe that Subaru also has their version of VVTi. I've not heard of it, but I'm thinking the Subaru has their version of VVTi. Although you need to understand, good morning Samuel Grace, the most reliable Subaru is a Forester, which doesn't have VVTi. At a Forester, and on top of kunywa, it's very costly to maintain. Very costly to maintain. Sali agadde ogule Subaru ogivugeyo emyezi mukaaga ogenda ogikole bata bakuwa ekibina embeera ekutabuseeko, because I have a friend of mine yagula Subaru Cross Sport and in 6-7 months emmotoka yali emutami n'agikola bata ne bamuka Forester ka old model nga new model ekoze eki etabuse. So if you're a beginner, forget about all the other versions of cars. Charles ayagala nnyo Mercedes Benz C200, nange njagala nnyo, omutima guskipinga no skippinga buli wenjiraba. But Mercedes Benz ebeere emmotoka namba 3 nga oyina emmotoka endala 2 mu lujjanga zonna za Toyota ogatekeyo eyokusatu. So but let's go to the topic that disturbed you guys a lot. At night I got a message from Father Ronnie Nangamba, because normally ideal I was telling you guys to not buy cars from the bond, but as things stand with the current car prices tekikuyamba kwata $2,000,000 n'ozigula mu mmoroka etambuddeko ku luguudo lw'e Uganda nga ku $2,207,000 you can go to the bond and buy a car. My advice would be, but this strictly goes to the people that actually have the money. Bobanga, you have the money to pay, okay? Togenda ne weewole mmoroka nga sente toziyina, and you have to make sure that you can actually raise at least $500,000 a month n'ozisasula Abapakistani oba Abayindi. Nabagambye temugenda mu bondi z'Abannayuganda, balina capital mutono. Bannayuganda balina capital mutono, and because they have very small capital, ye tekimumenya kujja kunona mmotoka ye. Mupakistan tanona mmotoka. Bw'oba obadde omusasula bulungi ne bw'omala omwaka nga tonnamumalayo kasita oba nga obadde omuwaayo akasente every month. So instead of getting 20 million to buy, for example, this Subaru Forester yetambuddeko, because ogenda gigula ng'olina ebyokkanika, simanya shop zifudde, obukono biki, you get that 20 million, go to a bond, bagamba I have 20 million, which car can I get at around 23, 24? Jeziri, but stick to Toyota. Then mu Toyota nabagamba there are cars you should not buy. Don't buy a Terios, don't buy Smile Bakaitaka Kami, don't buy a Duet, obumotoka obusatu obwesonyi. I'm thinking right now the cars you can get at 22, 23, 24, 25. You can get a Vitz. I think that's one car that I think you can get. Sirabayo moroka ndajo ezafuna mwezo sente. Sijirabayo. But I'll have to visit the bonds in the moroka kijeba inzo tuwa kulaise sawa eno. Emoroka endazi baide mu milioni 28. Probox tosura jifuna Probox eri mu milioni 3.3 kwa 3.5. Sienta. Yes, you can get a Sienta. 25, 26, 27, 28. You can get a Raum. 25, 26, 27, 28. You can get a Paso. Right now the cheapest Paso is, I think, is 23, 24. Obulire obumoroka bwogenda otambuliramu. Fielders ziri mu milioni 3.7, 3.8. Yeah. So, but it doesn't make sense for me, and I would not advise it. Obo yonona sente kukwata milioni 2 n'ogule moroka enkadde. Emoroka enkadde n'abagambye obo ogule moroka enkadde tosuka milioni 17. Ate milioni 17 ina kuba moroka ng'eyimiridde almost new. Nga you saw how we bought the other Spacio. Yali ku namba nga si mpya naye ng'emoroka mpya. Yeah, that's how you should buy. Bwoba ogenda kugula Sienta ng'ogula milioni 17. It better be a UBH. UBH and above for the Sienta if you're going to be buying it 16, 17. There are cars that you cannot get in new condition. Like if you're going to be buying a Primo new model at 15, 14 million, ogenda gigula naye ng'erimu ebyokukola bingi, oyinza ogimaliramu emiliyoni ng'emu n'ekitundu. Fielder. Going to be buying a fielder. After I want to borrow money from the bank, what's really needed for me to get money, and how much is the profit if I get like 5 million, and how long? Now, Martha, you have to understand that bank is so at an interest of 28%, which I find to be too high. 28%. But if you don't have any other source of capital, it would be an alternative, because talking as Sasura Murundi. If you're going to be borrowing 1 million, you're going to buy for 5 million. So there's a 5 million, you're going to buy 280 times 5. But on top of that, there are charges that the Bakusarako and Osmania insurance fee. Bakusarako, you need to have a financial card. You have to search, you have to search. But of course, Martha, I'm thinking you have a land title or a land sales agreement. That's all they need. Those are the things that are easy to get loans on. Wogenda kuwayo logbook ya motoka, bagenda kugamba ategula comprehensive insurance. Iyo motoka biba biwanvu. So, but land sales agreement actually are better, because land sales agreement baina ibaditeka caveat. So it has less charges than a land title. Land title bagenda kugamba osasule sente z'okuteekako caveat, then ate bw'onoomalayo looni bagambe sasula sente z'okuggyako caveat. You get it. So oba olinayo obutaka bwa land sales agreement oba ofunyangako looni okitegeera, because bo looni yawe ogimayo nga bakuwa agreement yo. But bank loans are better than money lenders. I've used them before, and if you use them for the right reasons, you can get your money. But 28%, yet aganga you're getting a big loan. The business you're getting is too profitable. I can get a loan at an effective interest rate of 3% against my own fixed money. JK, which bank is that? Morning, Arthur. What is the selling value of Toyota Fan Cabo and Parts? Jibagambi. Fan Cabo divided between 11 and 15. JK, morning. But what bank is giving you a 3%? Yeah, a Kampala one. Which bank? Because the lowest I've had people get loans for has been 18%. That is a salary loan. Ngateba mwa loan nene yafuna loan ya milioni 15. I think that's how she began to get 18%. Nayaba bonna baba 28%. Ate babo, you know, these banks like Platinum Credit, bawa abantu loans at 40, 45, 50%. Bank of India. Sure. Martha, I'm going to visit Bank of India. So, JK, what are the terms for Bank of India? What is the minimum amount that they lend you money on? Because you get up to the company account, you get a take a Bank of India. Yeah, but what's the minimum? Because anyone can fix money. I can fix my money there in Bahama. Because the goal is to actually have money, have a good bank statement. Because if they're giving you a 3% on fixed money, it means probably their interest rate can be lower for the other types of loans. So Kati Martha knows what you try Orabe, you can see. But Martha, for a starting business, now I'm speaking from what I know. If you're going to be starting, I wouldn't recommend you start with the bank loan at your salary. I would not actually recommend because you see the banks, they give you money today is 14th, they expect money on the 14th of next month. It's very hard to find a business that gives you money by the 14th of next month. Normally I tell you, if you market properly with the little you have, you definitely get clients at any stage. When you fix money with Bank of India, you get 8% interest. Borrowing money against your own fixed money attracts a rate of 11%. So I fix, let's say I fix like 10 million. They give me 8% per annum interest. So it means I get 800,000 every year. But then I can borrow against that, and then I pay 11%. Yet they're already giving me back 8%, so I'm paying 3%. I totally get it. I get it, JK. Thank you very much. So for you guys, it's better. Actually, that's a better arrangement, JK. It's better than mistaking my land title. I still have my money. And it also means that in case I fail to pay the loan, they just get the half that I've paid to pay from the money they have on my fixed deposit account, and then they pay themselves, and then I still keep money. That's a better thing. I don't know why these other banks don't actually market that. It gives people less sleepless nights. So Martha, you can change your money, no take a Bank of India now. So that you can manage business there Kazara. And I think most Ugandans are very right now, if they knew about this sort of arrangement. Instead of sending money to a relative in Kampala as a year, yeah, definitely, JK. That's it. The loan you get should be able to be cleared by the money you have. Yeah. So you have 10 million on the account, you get a loan of 8 million. That makes sense. So all your properties are still safe. Good morning, Mr. Arthur. Yes, Juma. How are you? JK, better to open. Yeah, it's better, Martha. So you think about it. Akasente Chochokawa. I should get and I'm wondering why Bank of India doesn't have influencers. Bank of India getting a new in Uganda. They should have influencers on all TikTok pages, because the guys in Onitsha, you watch a lot of TikTok, and there are so many TikTokers there. A friend borrowed without having any fixed money and paid 20% interest. But even still, that's lower than what Equity charges. Because all the times that I got money from Equity, I paid 28%. I paid 28%. Still, I made the money back, but 28 is too much. 28 is too much. Atenga seasons okazo sasura. There are these other charges that they give Simanya insurance, Simanya Bichi. Yeah, there are too many charges. Ate gatona sanga credit officer nga muli wanguzi. Bajina nga ate bintu bino bigane kujitambirizayo mtu anagano gabe enguzi. Actually, when I finished my last loan, najimalayo 2020, najimalayo mu lockdown, and Najimalayo mu lockdown, and since then they have been calling me to go get money. But I'm not going to get more money at 28%. It doesn't make sense. I will not listen to manya bulungi business. 28% is better to sell your car. No kwesa sente zo ngachi. No kwata sente zo nozisaamu, because at 28%, okujja ko ng'osala ndibo otanga buli ndibo otekuwa 150% profit. Yeah, it doesn't make financial sense to get a loan at 28% anymore. Then it did make sense to me, but now no. It's better for you to just sell your property, no kola more business, than to go and borrow money at that high interest. And I think that's why most people sente zibalema okusasula ne balowooza nti sente za banka zirimu ebisiraani. Si bisiraani, it was poor math to begin with. Kitegeera. Abantu kyenalaba abagagga abeewola ennyo sente za bank beewolanga kyaddiiru nti nyina kyempisaawo neetaaga miliyoni 10 enkya bampe 2. At 28% abatakola loss because abagenda kola 100%. The rich get loans at single digit interest rates. I think because they also get a lot of money. Omuntu gogenda okuwola billion toyinza muwera ku 28%. Tosobola. Omweranga ku 5% because that's a lot of money. Yeah. Ngabo nkugambye, like the person that got 150 million at 18, but still even 18 was too much. But since it was a salary loan, yalite musala nnyo. Salary loan bazisala ku musala ate zino million 15 bwazifuna nazimba mu apartment wali abagenda kuba abafuna ku musala kwe basala zino oludde ngaza abagagga don't get money at those rates, of course. Yeah, so I already advertised my pre-purchase inspection. Then I sell tracking devices. My tracking devices go for between 350 to 450. Now, AR350 is a basic tracking device. It's not voice activated. You see where your car is at all times, where it was, where you see when the engine gets turned on. You see when the person drives past the speed limit. You can stop the engine remotely. You can stop it. Basically, that's it. You can geofence. Give me an alert. It can send you an alert when your car has been on idle for a long time. So that's what the tracking device of 350 does. But I also have a tracking device of 450,000. Now the tracker of 450,000, you can call and listen to what the people in the car are saying. You can even hear what they are saying, what they are planning to do with your car, and then you track it. Now what the tracking devices give you is they give you a time that the thieves don't think you have, or the carjackers, what they don't think you have. You have an advantage over them to track your car in the next 3 hours. That's what the tracking device gives you. Omuntu atalina tracking device emotoka bwe bagitwala baba bagitutte. Era bw'ozuuka n'otunda mu lujjanga teriiwo, tandika kuba masimu onoonya n'akuwola sente kugula mmotoka ndala. But with the tracking device, emotoka yo bagitwala, bw'ozuuka kubira wa boda wo otandike kugoba mmotoka yo, poliisi ekusangeyo. That's the power of the tracking device. Now, there are people that have bought cars with me, ne bakigayaaliramu. Bw'okigayaaliriramu, lwe babba emmoloka yo lw'omanya nti ebintu bizibu. Okitegeera. So those tracking device, I have them on sale. We can install them for you. Bw'obeera mu Kampala, we come to you. If you're outside Kampala, you contribute some car fuel on top of the 450. Ne tujja ne tukuteramu tracking device. JK is saying, I get my loans here, but they can give me about 50 million. No collateral whatsoever, 9% interest rate. JK, oyagala kundeeta deni maakakati ntandika okubeera eyo. You can imagine me getting 50 million at 9%. Nyinza okweyagala. Because some of our projects in Uganda stalled because of that, and I'm even wondering why we don't have like the Bank of Uganda Ministry of Finance trying to work that thing out. You know, they keep mocking Ugandan entrepreneurs that Uganda is the most entrepreneurial country. but businesses die in the first year. They don't die in the first year because the entrepreneurs don't really know what to do. Because we have entrepreneurs that have survived without knowing what to do for a very long time, but it's because they have favorable conditions, capital, taxation, which take it. But in Uganda, the business gets taxed in the very first year. The government doesn't even want to know. Filing returns alone is hard in itself, because atanga yatamani ataina accounting knowledge. It's very hard for me to file my own returns. I need an accountant. Actually, which accountant is not cheap? Accountant aja kuga kufiling returns zo mwaka guno jakopa emitwala 3 ka business ekoze loss ya milioni 2 wesange nga atajja kusobola URA ekufiling okutafiling na returns ekufiling emitwala 4 nga nagote wagakola wemala okufiling emitwala 4 the date of you paying your returns of you paying that fine wetuuka batandika okufa okugattako interest ya buli lunaku ogenda okwesanga 10 years from now ng'olinayo ebbanja mu URA erya milioni 38 nga weebuza ne gizaava nga naawe tomanyiiyo. Anyway, so jeko olina ogenda okuva e Denmark ng'oli tycoon kitegeera. So the other thing I do as I wait for you guys to actually do the marketing of yourself, Salmin ali mwanjagala nnyo Salmin marketing, because abantu bangi bagende wakiseka ne baba, but if you have someone there it would actually do you good. And Salmin is our man in Chiseka market. I even told him to call me Nata Ankubina the last time, but Salmin is our guy in Chiseka market. Ngoyagala Maridad. So I also sell car alarms. The car alarm yange ya mitwala 25. You can get cheaper ones on the market, but mine is 250. They are counterfeits on the market. That's why tetuchabura the type that is on the market. Now you'll ask what the alarm helps you. The alarm helps you to scare thieves. Remember the Audi je babaka ebintu bagibako ne bumper mataala munda ne bayingira buli bamulekera mu mito na dashboard ebirala byonna babitwala. If that car had a very strong alarm, tebaligizanyiddeko kitegeera. So you put the alarm to save your light, to save your radio, to save your bipesa. Actually, Audi tebajjako n'emipiira. Bagireka ngeri ku mayinja. Naye nga senga yali ataddemu alarm, emitwala ga 25 galabika nga amangi, naye bw'oba olina emmotoka ng'olaba 25 mangi oli mukopi bukopi. Wakwata sente n'ogula emmotoka ya milioni 2. Naye tosobola, there is a guy yani ono council wange yampa amagezi ga URA. Namuguza Kruger n'agaana oteekamu tracker. Banne jangu okuteekemu tracker. Kale togiteeramu wange, just send me a WhatsApp ongambe after I put a tracker. You need to put a tracker and alarm in your car. Mmotoka eyo bajja gikutwalako. It would be a very bad thing, very bad news. It would be very bad news for you to tell me mmotoka gyeffe gitwagula milioni 15. Bagitutte ne mu lunaku lumu. Security switches omuziraba muziteekamu. Naye mmotoka etaliimu alamu, omwana ajja ne yeefulukuta mu mmotoka, bamanyi security switches zonna we zibeera. Kuba be baziteekamu era be bagamba abagagga nti katugiteeke wano, tugiteeke wano. Kati buli kafa akatera okubeera mu security switch bakamanyi. Ate era bazimanyi nti security switch zijjako mafuta. Kati era bw'akuba emmotoka nga tekuba ng'amanya akanoonyereza z'amafuta nze nzigattira eri. Arthur, I can help out with the company and land-related matters among others. Yes, so you guys, Council Patrick is telling you, simanya takali yange, sinakola transfer, simanya sina registering a company yange, simanya share division. By the way, Patrick, I'd like to tell you one thing that you guys, you lawyers do wrong. I'm registering a companies affair. I faced this with the first times I registered companies with my friends. You don't tell us what the implication is of going into business with someone. You don't tell us what responsibilities we need to have in mind, as because abantu baba registering companies n'abantu abalala they start thinking kati ngenda kutandika kulya magoba. Tebalowooza there is a responsibility that comes with it. Tebalowooza there is work to be put in. Tebalowooza there is capital to be raised. Okitegeera byatu alowooza kati nange ndi director, so I'm waiting for business, I'm waiting for money. Sabalowooza nti alinze kukola kulya magoba. So I think probably maybe you don't do it, but most lawyers don't actually don't tell their clients the kind of responsibility that is facing them ahead now that they have registered the company. Tebamanya nti now the biggest work is ahead. But anyway, guys, company registration, land transfer, Council Patrick Asikuwali, I have his number. I have his number if in case you need. But he's based in Uganda. If you have land wrangles and anything, you explain. Me I first it. Lawyer abasinga tebakola explanation yezo, and it's a very bad thing. It's a very bad thing. Newesanga people have registered the company, there are 4 people. Nenga muntu omu yakola buli kimu, yateeka mu capital, yeewola, yakola ki. Nenga bwe bamala okukola sente, ate kaka akamoro kakemba gamba, you should not buy a vis, bakikataka starlet nga waliwo vits eyo. Ne bwoba ogula mmotoka nkadde, akakavits kaba kalungi. There is no way you should be buying an Ipsam ne bweba mpya etya ne waliwo wish. Otegeera, there is no way you should be buying a Hilux, the old model nga ina sente zigula Hilux empya. But I've been telling you this thing, you guys, nti togula mmotoka nkadde nga waliwo empya ever. The only thing that should stop you from buying a new car is the budget. And I'm not saying new bond. Emoroka empya, I mean new technology, because in Emoroka is a technology omupya zijja with a lot of advantages. Of course, there are other things I told you. Togula Alteza ya Yamaha, gula Alteza ya Beams, because the Alteza ya Beams yegenda okuwangala. But I've also told you there is no way you should be buying an Alteza nga Mark II brand, because Alteza ojja noonya agigulako nga tomulaba, ate Mark II brand bajja gigula mangu. Okitegeera. I think we have also been talking about the Probox. There is no way you should be buying a Probox nga waliwo Succeed. The Succeed is much more comfortable, ate zitikka kyekimu. Okitegeera. Ebyo bya Probox nti zitikka nnyo byali byadda. Also, if you have the budget to buy a drone, gula drone. Naye drone ali yatugamba in his interview, don't buy a drone enkadde, gula drone ya bondi. Oba tusobola gula drone ya bondi ogenda gula mmotoka nkadde, he advises you to buy ekigege, because drone enkadde ejja kutawaanyaamu ya bbeeyi okusigaza ku luguudo. Okitegeera. Yeah. So n'akalango ka ali kankayiseewo wano, teyangambe kuyisaawo kalango, but is one person I trust. Saagala mugende bababbe. Oba oyagala kuyingira business ya taxi, my friend Ali namukolako interview ku channel kweri. If you have not watched it, go to the channel, go scroll through videos, and then there is a video that is tagged taxes. Yeah, he can help you with that. And ekimu kilemesa abantu okukola taxi business is management. He can help you, guide you on how to go about the taxi business. Then I might as well tell you that the business ya lole wadde mujagala nnyo, it get little complicated. Tomala gakiyira kiyingire ng'ogenze empola. My very last service nyengenda okulanga wano is the marketing services I offer. I'm a professional marketer. I'm too good at my job. That I can tell you. I'm too good at my job. I spot marketing gaps. I smell them a mile away. In every business you do, if you're struggling, which is what happens to most of the businesses in Uganda, if your struggle is not capital based, the capital kuwetaga ino mulina. The capital kuwetaga ino mulina, and your business is still struggling. Your struggle is a marketing struggle. tebakulimba nti wali ya bloga wali ya kola ki if you have the capital you need ekikutawanya kati ebeera marketing, and that's my specialty. So you guys, if you're watching Boboli Mukamori, JK is asking, are there guys dealing in automatic solar water supply systems? You mean water pumps, bichi? I think I've had those things before, but I've been using Davis and Chatleaf. Davis and Chatleaf, they don't just market, but their things are, at least in the past, the kind that asks very technical questions to be sure that the potential service provider really understands what they do. Yeah, that's the way to go, because abantu beri becoming mujabata sobola. So one way to verify is to ask the technical questions. Okakasenti omuntu akugamba nti agenda kukola omulimu agumanyi oba akusobola okukola. Bobo tabuuza bintu bi technical abantu bajja tukuzaabuza. Like I have an hobby of mine ngamba plumber naye baba tuyayogera sinabi ankubira amasimu. And you guys, it's very important that we use the social medias we have to showcase what we do. There is another hobby of mine, for him is a plumber also. At this status is ndabakonga plumbing okitegeera ndabakonga wako tips ezo kugamba it's very easy for you to give him a job. Na yono omulala ankubira ennyamba, he doesn't even have a smartphone. You guys, I told you when we were talking about people that should not be buying cars, I told you guys, what are you sobola kugula smartphone? Obanga smartphone yo bwefo mala emyezi mukaaga you replace. Natogula motoka. This guy doesn't even have a smartphone. Kati agenda plumbing akyewange. Okitegeera. A smartphone, you can get a smartphone walonero gye batunda ku banja aba MTN. You pay 49,000. No sasula ezisigadde eno. Yeah, of course ya cheap. But at least you buy that one, no sasula olukumulukumu. Nakunoba ngo ina smartphone. There are things that probably we should use to gauge, and we will continue gauging them. Like a plumber that can't even afford a smartphone, it means name anymore jokora jibaja rais. So I'm guessing we should actually be asking those very technical questions. And I was discussing with one of my potential clients yesterday, submersible water pumps. Ebyo biche ebyo jeke polva po it's very complicated. Yeah, but me previously I used Davis and Chatleaf, and the tank jengendo take our guru, because my lower tanks I want to supply water inside the house kati ino kuonika tank emu wa guru nga tank ezili wansize ziba amazi wa guru, but guy no kuhita mu bajita bacha the water filtration system, the UV filter. I'll buy the Davis and Chatleaf's filters because nalinzi kozesezako, so nga amazi agagenda already gaba mayonjo. And then I don't think I'll use the submersible submersible water pumps kati zisijja kozezo ngenda kusibawa ne bagenda tab sibeko water pump eri ya bulijjo, but bwengeri gye wasimye oluzi you will need of course the sub. Naye bangamba ya bei eringa mu million oba 2, but of course that wasn't the Davis and Chatleaf type. The Davis and Chatleaf can be cheaper or expensive depending, but I would totally recommend Davis and Chatleaf any day. I would recommend them any day. But abalala sijja kulima nti mamanyi nnyo. But then also jeke inogula ne bagita batya water filtration system nga amazi bwe gavaayo eyo gayita mu filter lwakuba yeetaaga amasannyalaze. Tuze ngeri gyogenda okuba ne solar nga gayita, there are 3 filters I think. Esooka ejjamu amayinja, eddako nejjamu ettaka, eddako nesigaza obusigalira, then ne gayitamu ne mu UV netta obuwuka. I want to pump directly from the well to a raised 10,000 liter. That's a nice strategy. Banga 10,000 tezimalikamu, olaba ngezaako okumalamu water 5,000 liters. nomala emyezi 5 ng'egaanye 10,000 bajja gikozesa emyezi nga omwaka nga kumpi mulamba. Bw'oba balina toyi z'omunda nga nze kati awo bali emyezi nga 6 kale. Yeah, so back to our cars. Omuntu alina million 2 genda mu bond ne bwoba togenze na Arthur, but look for a bond that is run that is owned by Pakistanis and all Indians. Naye ezo bond ezisinga eziri enakawezi ezisinga za Pakistan, I think. Pay your 20 million. Ajja kugamba, of course agenda kugamba they'll give you 4 months, but that doesn't hold water. Kuchoba okola gwe sigala nga ku account yo tekayo sente nga bw'omukubira bw'omugamba sente ziganye biki. I know people that have paid for more than a year nga baba bwe emyezi 4. A friend of mine has a Subaru yagigula $2,800 n'asasulako 2, but omwaka guweze aleka yakagimalayo naye nga bamuwa emyezi 4 naye nga agisasulira omwaka gumu. Kati awo jeke kati awo bala but you have underground water kujjako nga gakalidde, which is unlikely. That's a good strategy. Kati naye kati ka water filtration jeke osobola okukasa munda eno nga mu kiyungu n'okasa wansi waggulu wa sink nga agayita mu sink gabeera filtered. Water filtering amazima, but the more water you filter the more often you'll have to change the filters. So you go to bonds if you have 20 million, but again mbagamba oba okyali muvubuka tewali kikuguza mmotoka mpya ng'okyetetenkanya, tewali kikuguza mmotoka mpya. Mbyogera nnyo, I think Vianney atera okungamba Arthur abantu ba discourage nga baleke beeyagale, but Uganda's economy is very very funny. Emalamu amaanyi. Olwaleero you're doing very well, tomorrow you're not doing very well. I think the lockdown taught us a lot. Okitegeera nti the people that were doing very well all of a sudden weren't doing very well. Okitegeera. So if the lockdown taught us anything, in Uganda you cannot guarantee that things will be going very well for a long time. And I think that's why, contrary to what Vianney says, and I think Vianney nfunirayo olunaku lw'omu week. Weekend zange nzibu nnyo okuva ewange mu kyalo. Wemba sina nnyo kye ngenda kukola mu kibuga. Ate most of the time when I leave nve ewange ku weekend mba ngenda kubeera busy nnyo mu kibuga. I hardly get any time. So Vianney, whenever you can, let's set olunaku olwa week and we do our interviews. Tuziteekeyo abantu bazirabe because our opinions are totally different. Omuvubuka ne bwoba olina million 4 ku account, it doesn't make sense for you ogende mu bondi okwate million 35 ozigulemu emmoroka ng'oli mu muzigo. Okitegeera because emmoroka gy'ogula million 35 ne bw'oyagala gitunda bajja kukuwa 28. Kitegeeza emmoroka olufuluma bondi esale million mmeka? Kumpi 7 mulamba. Okitegeera ne bw'osalawo nsijja zimba maka, zimba ennyumba z'abapangisa, beerako mu nnyumba emu nawe obeere mupangisaawo. Then otandika okweyagala n'emmoroka, otandika okugula amamotoka. Okitegeera. But because I've had friends amamotoka nga bagavuze. Okitegeera. Naye otuuka when the times are tough ng'ate emmoroka olina okugitunda osobola okusasula rent. Landlord yakuli bubi. We have seen it. You guys remember the minister Gobakuba Mawuli, I think it was the Daily Monitor. Oba yali minister wachi nga bamugobedde ebweru ng'akutte his suitcase, the suit cover bwe bateeka mu mmoroka obwo buyita batya suit bag ng'ali wabweru w'ekikomera. I don't want that to happen to any of you. I know the channel is for the love of cars, but it would be a very bad thing okubanga ovuga emmoroka ey'omulembe naye nga bakugobera ebweru. My friend was broke for a while and suddenly started making good money in lockdown. He helped a lot of strangers at the time, buying them groceries, and he's never been broke since. That's another approach. And I normally tell people, be good to people, because when you're good to people, when you're good to people, a lot of prayers come your way. Never batosaba. Abakusabira baba banji because you're good to them. So baba bakusabira good things to happen. Muna Toyota Volse ekyabuze innocent. Tezira bikamo kibuga. Because the 2.5cc car, it's not accidental that it's not common on the road. Kerabika, I've even made calls na y'abantu tewali amayagi dina. Probably if people have that phone, bayinza oba bagivuga mu resi nga bagenze musiika genda kulaga ku maanyi. But I'm going to do a video based on Mr. Google and I'll upload it. But I've not been okay. But I'm going to upload that video. Of course, I'm very engaged up to like around 10th March. About traffic I'm going to after 10th March is when you should expect me uploading some new videos. Katienda sigara ngo live broadcast. Tukomye okugaba ensigo. Arthur, Ugandans carry a lot of family burden, but we sometimes need to be selfish. Nze jekenze nagamba. Nze omuntu ansinga obukulu byotasobola kwekolera tonsuubira bikkolera. Nze sisasula black tax. I think Jeke, what you're saying is the black tax. Nti Arthur azaala batabani be nazaala abaana mukaaga n'amanya nti kati ono asoosomoka muwerere bw'anaatuuka senior 6 aweerere batoobe. Kwegamba omwana agenda okutuuka P5 nga bamukubira dda pulaani za expense z'anaaba nazo mu bulamu. Okitegeera. Of course, ate ba relative tebalina kisa. Bw'oyavuwala nga bo bye wayamba tebabiraba nti byakwavuwaza. Bo batandika kulaba nga bw'oli extravagant bw'ovuganga amamotoka bw'akola biki. I've been telling you guys, nze nakyusanga emmoroka naye nga nzikyusa kuza capital business. Emmoroka gye mbadde nvuganga ya bbeeyi okusinga gye nzizeeko naye nga yo family era baakukyusa emmoroka sente zennyina ennyingi naye nga gye natunda nagitunda nenfisako miliyoni 3 nengula gye nnina naye nga bo balaba nyonoona sente okukyusa amamotoka. Okitegeera kati gwe byokola tebabiraba nga bikutwala mu maaso. Bo balabanga be basobola okutwala be bamanyi ideas ezikutwala mu maaso. My sister was asking me to pay school fees for her kids na more level. Jeke, which level did you give her? Yabazaala talaba. Yabazaala atunuddewa. I tell my people. Bagamba bwezaala abaana b'osobola tondeetera abaana bo balabirira. Olina okuzaala abaana b'osobola. Bw'ozaala abaana ng'olinga gwe baawa target nti Katonda bw'era yakusa mu lubuto lwa maama yakugamba Arthur olizaala abaana 10. Bw'otali bazaala ensi terigenda mu maaso. That's how people give birth. I educated her and she was asking me to educate. Are you sure? No mwerera. Ate ne bazadde nga ayagala obalabirire. I think Jeke kati mu family like gwe mugagga. You have to help your siblings. Nabo bafunemu kasente. Ate ngeri gy'oli e Denmark funayo n'omulala gw'otwala. Simanyi oba olina gwe watwala, but I'm thinking owase ekyo mubagambi batandika okukozesa ku family planning. Abantu bazaala nga abalina butageti nti buli myaka 2 alina okuzaala. Actually people even say abaana obawadde space nene gattako omwana alina mu space balinga expert mu by'okuzaala. I called mom and told her let the clan disown me if I'm not paying anything. Balabirira abaana baabwe. I've told you guys, a relative of mine came to my wife and I'm going to tujja kwanjula wa metoka ngo tuzaide omwana omuwala. Kati niwebuza bibagenda omulabirira omwana omuwala. Anyway guys, munda banjogera nyimira because I'm still a little weak. It depends on the bank loan you want. I have home improvement loan in Centenary Bank. This is very fine. Innocent, what interest rate are you paying? How much are you paying in interest for that home improvement loan? Because from my experience, loan is a bay 28%. nze nazigoba osasula interest rate ki innocent. Edwin kano katawuni eskafaaki
tane spare muzibu wafuna
yemune spare yomuno wa dudu
yomuno wa dudu yomuno wa dudu gwe ba petrol yomuno wa nulu
akwataganamu katono
then ate ya diesel engines
diesel yo yakulabirira kebe engine ki
wanga waliwo guy yagigula eyo nayo engine yamukubangako like every after 4 months but she was doing everything right
na service amakola mbudde biki naye ngaereeku.
So I think
diesel siza abaavu. Basically guys, if you can avoid diesel cars, avoid them. Tusigale ku petrol. Kyekyangoba ne ku dudu. But the dudu was too comfortable, my God. Yakamotoka kali kalungi. Yeah, JK, I also saw the story. Ate ne mu Equity naye waliyo theft yayo. Ate mu Equity this guy yali credit officer wange atuna nenga alimu engeri ate nga nemerako jangu tukuwe sente tujja kusairako ku interest rate kati. I think Ugandan banks teziri regulated, very well regulated. Basobola okuba ate they know the loopholes. Those guys know loopholes and people don't read tebasoma ezo agreements abasigning nga bagenda okufuna loans. I think that's the other thing ekiretera abantu obuzibu when you don't read those agreements, because inene nange okubulira amazima sigisomangako asayininganga busayinizi neŋŋamba nja kufaafagana n'anaagezaako okubba ebyange kubanga omuntu okuwa agreement nga terms and conditions ziri page 8 gonoozisoma ozimaleyo ddi nagezaako naye nasobako page 2 neŋŋamba zino ebbiri bwe mba temuli bubbi ziri omukagazi zinaabaamu nensayininga tebanziba. That's why I'm telling you guys, bwoba ogenda kusinga anything in the bank, singayo land sales agreement ebyapa mu bisigaze, tosinga byapa byo mu banka, ebyapa biteeke ewaka. Agreement byangu. Agreement ogiraba banka bweba ekubba naawe osobola okutunda amangu, okitegeera naye ekyapa tolina bw'otunda. 8 pages a few nawe Arthur he mnaize na page 8 jeke gweyiye liko page 4. Excuse me. Kako golf ka masanyalazi kumana ko ka mafuta bakaita ka app sokala tekali ke zose kale ka masanyalazi no watawunesi kati obuzibwe tuli muntu dayingi tuli muntu yinza obutakasanga tekali ke kizosi ka masanyalazi bwaiso watawunesi nga naffe tuyiso watawunesi. I read tender documents of 150 pages. You should know that most loans are standard form contracts. We don't have a bargaining platform. Yeah, true. Either take the loan or don't take it. Kyekituufu nnyo. Nze looni nazivaako nja kutunanga byennyina. Bweba emmotoka evaamu 8 nga ntunda 8 nga ngulayo 9 nenyanzisa ku bizinesi nga nsooka nvuga 9 emyezi gyange nga giigyo paka bwe nsobola okuddayo mu Corolla. Definitely most terms favor the lender. Ate ekirala, the thing with bank loans, by the time they give you, let's say they give you 10 million, they have already taken like 500,000. Kachitegeza, if you're going to get a loan from the bank and you need 10 million, you should borrow 15. Of which the remaining 4 jakuba tozeetaaga otuuke oyo nonina nnyo nooni. Olaba abagagga nga haamu looni zibafuukira looni ng'ate mugagga kati gwe kubamu akafaananyi Arthur waabwe I've been lucky so far nti tezinfukidde kizibu kugaggawala amangu nga temuli looni, not impossible. Anti kati olaba JK, one thing we need to understand, si ffenna tulina bakubeera bagagga, abamu ku ffe tujja kuba comfortable, okitegeera, kati ate abaana baffe be bayinza okugaggawala, okitegeera. Okugaggawala ate n'okugaggawala nako kulimu levels, because abantu abamu JK nzi kimanyi ffe be tuyita abagagga ate si bagagga, they just live a comfortable life. Omuntu okubanga osobola okugulayo emmotoka zo nga nnya ne zibeerawo mu lujja, oba comfortable, oba toli mugagga, because all the people betwali tulowooza nti bagagga, nze abasinga be nali ndowooza nti bagagga mu lockdown nabalaba nga si bagagga, okitegeera nti tulina amaka ge twalaba nga batunda amamotoka, kati oyo aba tali mugagga, bw'aba atuuse ku leve etunda emmotoka ze asobola okufissawo ka capital, okitegeera, asobola okufuna sente zazza mu bizinesi, oba bafune ekyokulya nga ku mmoroka omukaaga z'alina ewaka atunzeeko 2, oyo taba mugagga. Omugagga ali omu gwe mmanyi bamuyita kyabaggu, oli owemutuno ekyabaggu, ye nannyini Bukola Chemical Industries, ayina essomero bayita St Joseph of Nazareth, awo mu container village ebizimbe ebiriwo ebisinga bibye, kati oyo ye mugagga gwe mmanyi ng'omugagga, okitegeera. Abalala bonna nze benzize ndaba bendobadde ndowooza nti bagagga bazze beeyiya, naye ate kijja kwewuunyisa nti kyabaggu alina emmotoka emu, avuga Land Cruiser ye ejo emu, okitegeera, but is very comfortable. Bw'ogenda ku ssomero St Joseph of Nazareth oyinza okulowooza oli ku airport, ly'essomero bbalagavu. Have the right strategy of getting a loan. I borrow against my own money. That's the strategy, JK, that I think I'm going to follow also. Don't stake your assets, because, but I also figure, JK, olaba kati wamwe Denmark, kyangu okugaggawala ng'okyapangisa, because basically n'okupangisa kwa mwese kupangisa, you're paying mortgage. Uganda wano, kizibu nnyo okugaggawala ng'opangisa. Kizibu nnyo. Because kizibu okulowooza long term ng'opangisa. Because I realized nze bwe natandika okubeera ewange, I started thinking long term. Ne loss nemba nga sizitya, ate ng'okugaggawala olina okuba nga totya loss, nga you can go head on in an investment, ne bweba eyinza okusuula. Naye omuntu apangisa ng'olinayo rent wa next month, nti ate nasasuddeyo emyezi 3, kizibu kulowooza long term. That's why I'm telling you guys, tekikugasa kwata million ano gateeke mu mmotoka ng'okyali muzigo. Of course it's a choice, sigamba nti tokikola, you can still do it. Message yange akagera tabanga agiweereza ku simu eno. I have many friends who made it while renting. Hey, ekyo kyekizibu JK, kyekizibu ennyo, and ekyo ekintu ekyo, let me tell you why it's hard, JK. And I don't know if some of these sijja sinze nkuzaala, I don't know, JK, some of your friends that you have been telling us about, tebavudde mu family nga ziri bubi, okitegeera. Some of the friends you've been sharing with us. Now I'm speaking in terms of the friends that I have. Nze mikwano gyange egisinga gye nnyina abasobodde okuva mu bwavu, okay, sijja gamba nti bagaggawadde, naye abasobodde okuva mu bwavu bemmanyi tebabuvuddeemu nga bapangisa, asoose kuzimba, at least n'azimbayo rooms 2 n'azibeeramu nga mizigo, naye nga naye akikola ki, nga naye abeeramu, okitegeera. Naye gwe bw'osalawo, muwatawunesi yatukoze obubi. Bw'otayingira mu tawunesi tojja yingira. Bagayi mulabe adrenaline bwankozesa, sijja kuwa emabega wange. Senga teyayogedde ebigambo bingi kuva eri mabega n'alibadde mumuwa, So JK, I'm speaking nze okusinzira ku saako zange ez'abantu bembaddemu nti abantu abasinga, you know, when you have security, when you have backing, ngewammwe gy'ova tewali mulinywe ng'olina wodda in case things go wrong, oba okyasobola to take those big risks. Naye bw'oba nga you have a family that is waiting on you, let's say you have a wife and kids, olina sooka osecuring bwe babeera before you take those risks that actually, because it's very hard for anyone to get to the level where JK you're saying, to get to the level of you saying you're rich. Making good money is there, JK, but making good money and being rich are two different things. I know people that make good money nga bakyapangisa, but they are not in a situation where we baneegombeseza ne ngamba egayi ali bulungi omwo, okitegeera. Akamotoka kaakali ke tugambye ak'amasannyalaze oba bakakutte ki kuvuga bubi, kaako ka Volkswagen balaka bakakutte kuvuga bubi, ozaano tebeetomedde n'owa booda, beetomedde n'owa booda kyekimuzizza ebbali. Ate rasita mumulabye enviri za yero. Yeah, so JK, kati you can still get good money while you're renting, but nze sitera kwagala kukigarantinga muntu. Sitera kwagala kigarantinga muntu. If you can build a home, it doesn't have to be enormous. Nze bwe natandika, my first house yali bu 3 rooms nga butono. Okitega JK, you made me realize nti bwali bunene. But bwali burumu bwange busatu nga butono. Natandika obuzima ne millions zange nnya. Okitegeera. And after that, hi Michael, how are you? By the way, Michael, when namala okubuzimba ne mbuyingira bwe I started thinking long term. Netandika okulowooza long term, netandika okuinvesting, netandika ne business yange netandika ogirowoozaako mu ngeri y'enjawulo. And that helped me to actually graduate to the home that I have now. Sali to say when this and I can tell you that if I hadn't started thinking the way I think now, nekakati nali badde nkyali muzibu. JK, tell me if you have seen that car. One with Denmark. Ako ka apa ako. Tekaina exhaust. Wate go kubaka amasannyalaze. Nga bobe ekulubudde n'owa booda. I think one reason why I wouldn't encourage anyone to stick on the idea that I will get money while I'm still renting. We all have these people in our families. Your idea, and I should be encouraging you guys to buy cars before you build, because nze buli agule mmoloka mpayaana naye sijja be encouraginga. Why? We all have this person in our family aweze emyaka ana nga tannaba kuba kuzimba waabeera, tannafuna waateeka family ye. Okitegeera, emyaka ana olwo abantu batandika okupanikinga. You don't want to panic when you're 40, when you're 50, because abantu badde tonnabazimbira. Otandika ozimba ennyumba ezikyamye, otandika okuba abazimbi empi, because olowooza abakubba ne baba tebakubba, otandika okulowooza nti mu family wali atakwagaliza. Okitegeera. And JK, you remember when we were talking about it on Saturday, the mortgage approach. Remember gamba nti Uganda, our mortgage is not the bank mortgage. Mortgage yaffe ye Uganda yakuyingira nyumba yo nga tennaggwa. Costs z'oteekamu ng'oli munda ye mortgage. Oba ennyumba ogizimbye for 10 years, that's you paying your mortgage. So ogule plot giseewo, bw'oba zimba room emu giyingire, zimba room eziddako mpola. That's the way we pay mortgage in Uganda. Okitegeera kyova olaba nti abasajja osanga omusajja wa booda ng'alina emirembe n'olubuto lugezze. Lwaki tapangisa yayingira ekiyumba kye nga kiringa ekifulukwa najja ng'akimaliriza mpola 10 years down the road ne bagamba agamaka g'oyo omusajja wa booda nga tokikkiriza because yasasula mortgage waffe owa banka owa wano wa bbeeyi nnyo nti ennyumba ey'emiliyoni 8 bagiguze miliyoni 3. So the best way for you to pay mortgage is for you to start building mpola. Bw'oba badde olina miliyoni 3 oyagala gulamu emmoroka sooka okwate miliyoni 10 gulayo plot somewhere, kwatako miliyoni 10 zimbako kyozimba okiyingire, emiliyoni 10 ezisigadde gulako emmoroka visitor oba vitiza Arthur gye yagambye ekujja ewuwo mu makaago ne bweba ruumu emu ng'ekuzza ku mulimu n'ekuzza ewaka olw'eggulu. That's my advice. Kati oba otandise mortgage, olaba ne bano ab'ebizimbe ebiri commercial nabyo tebiggwa lumu. Kati olaba ekyo ekizimbe kya Makerere Institute of Social kimanya bikoze bitya, nakyo tekinnaggwa. Okiraba tekiri complete, but yakiyingira dda kimukoledde sente naye ndowooza akyasooka. The very best example is mujjukira Diddy's World kati gye bayita Wonder World. Sudiri yagigula naye talina kyuma kye yakanisa bye yasanga bikola byakozesa ebyafa tabikozesa. Ayagala kusooka kujjayo ssente ze alyoka repairinga ebyuma alyoka agizze bupya. Mortgage doesn't make sense to me in Uganda. Mortgage at a variable rate at 17% per annum is too high. Nze saagala na kubibala. Do you know why, JK? Because nze bw'ŋŋamba nti I'm going to buy a 1-bedroom house ku miliyoni 13. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Ng'osobola okuzimba 3-bedroom house ng'okozesa miliyoni 10 ng'ate ezo ssente tozisipendinze na lumu. Okitegeera? That's why I'm saying mortgage ya Uganda kwezimbira. Olugero lw'Abaganda lugamba akezimbira kakola kati tekaba katono tekaba kato. The mortgage wekyoba omanya nti mortgage yaffe ey'e Kampala yakuzimba mpola. Era jeke bwe ngamba abantu nti togula moroka nga togula moroka ya benga tonazimba. I'm not saying gwe soko zimbe mansion. Okitegeera? Gwe gula ploti teeka mu room ze weetaaga yingira weebake. Then tandika okuupgrading emmoroka zo mpola. Na n'ennyumba bw'okya upgrading then you're paying mortgage. Because for one tetulina muntu agenda kuwola sente za nnyumba. Abatunda amayumba agawedde nabo baseera buseezi. At least tugumira abazimbi bakubbe naye abazimbi at least tesobola kubba kinene ng'olya because n'abatunda ennyumba eziwedde bennyini because I've had people say nti nze sigenda teeka sente mu kuzimba nnyumba sijui nze ngenda kulinda nja kugula ennyumba ewedde. Ennyumba ezo eziwedde nazo zibaamu ebizibu byazo. Ziba nnafu. Oli ajja gizimba nga ayagala kutunda ateekemu seminti nga mutono. Okiraba ekyamaanyi kyatadde mu nnyumba bulooka alimena gisaamu ring beam ng'ogula ennyumba nga bw'ogikoona bw'oti yeenyeenye. Nyekubagana nga bipapula bya mmoroka za nzigi za Arthur. Okay guys, ndabika nyina obbasiibula naye temufaayo. Tomorrow I'll be more energetic. Doozi yange njimalayo leero. And it's working. It's working. But thank you very much for being part of this broadcast. Omuntu omwe marketing olwaleero ye Council Patrick Asiku abagambye. Of course, if you have a relative that is based in Uganda nga yeetaaga legal counsel, Council Asiku gyali ate si muyaaye. Abantu bamanyi batya ba lawyer, but Council Asiku ajja kukola a good job. I don't know if Patrick you do some pro bono cases and how often you do the pro bono cases, but that would be a very good thing to also tell people about. For the rest of you, I don't know if you don't want to market your services or while you're waiting to see how well this also goes. They sell houses at 150% profit, and concentrate on finishing, but exactly, they don't think of the structural strength, definitely, JK. So it's definitely always better to build your own house. Kale jizimbe mu mpola mpola, naye gyezimbire. Okusinga gwe bw'onoogamba nti nja kugula ennyumba ewedde, okujja ng'oguze zino enkadde ziri eri ze baazimba edda. Naye zino ennyumba kati ennyumba mwabagula ennyumba simanya eri kira, simanya eri gayaaza. The prime locations. Mujja kutomera baba. And also JK, there is this thing. Wano wali by the one waliwo prime minister's office. Somali baba wabanoonya citizenship. I don't know what they are looking for. Naye bayitirivu. JK, there is this thing called biodigester. Gwe engineer. The biodigester septic tank. But I don't know how reliable that thing is. Because I can't come in a carton on your way, it takes waste for over 50 people. Simanya kitchen, Simanya kitchen. The two full of Zibuma say you. Gamba septic tank, Kuriako 3 million, Kankagena Kuriako 1.7. Okay, Patrick. Okay, Council has said he does pro bono. So you guys can contact me and I give you his contact. No, now if your case also qualifies for pro bono. Pro bono, for those that don't know, pro bono are free cases that lawyers do. Abachikolera bwerere nga bw'olaba Shami Malende bwe yali ayamba abantu najja mu kooti nga tomuwadde yadde ekikumi n'akuyambako on your case paka omusango bwe guggwa. That's what lawyers call pro bono. Yeah, so Patrick has said he also does pro bono. So you can contact me. No, you can get a pro bono. But I'm thinking also council doza kusimu era tuba charginga. Nganzi era bwe si charging abantu kusimu for consultations marketing. Nti omuntu wa contactinga ku via WhatsApp temuli mu chichichi, you can advise them. Temwerabira nti akola ne retainer. Kibayambako naddala mu abantu abalina properties nga JK. But JK, you have a family lawyer already. Abaina a lot of properties. Kati omuntu bw'oba olina properties nga nyingi. Olina ebyobugaga, this is when you will need probably a lawyer on retainer. Because bw'oba ne properties nyingi, then oba weetaaga omuntu anaakuyambako be protecting. Oyinza okwesanga retainer ate yaalayisiko. Olina properties ku Old Kampala and all. Yeah, so you guys, thank you very much for being part of this broadcast. I'm back in full swing. So I'm just going to go through the names. You know, we're going to be park. Then I'll go through the names and then we see what's been live. They don't say one no lambura. Ngenda yimirira kukiri ekizimbe oba waliwo kino ekizimbe wano nga kirirae then naye tonsanga eyolowooza ogula ebyokulya
nyingiza ddala ekibuga
eno tebagenze ku ssomero. Bannamba banyambe zino nzikuwe ye kati wamwe temutambulira lunaku lulamba ninyo ngambe 4 hours. Someone is going to Ogenda what? What? Kagadi. Someone is going to Kagadi. Yeah, pieces in actually. No, sawa bili mungu na simula sawa ngasa tutu. Mujja tuka mangu taxi ngazi duka. Anto yite mubende. Kagadi yite mubende ogenda how many other districts?
ADM. Kwe mwendo kudaka kadi mudoli. I think like 100. Kumpi obanga kumpi agenda embarala waba kumpi 4 hours.
Yeah. So you guys, let me just read through the names. Thank you very much for being part of this broadcast. Martha, Nathan, Chris Da Vinci, Pascal Joseph, Innocent Mugabe, Council Patrick Asiku. David, nabadde bambisekulabye. Afande, we go also? We stay? Okay. Afande mukambo nnyo. And I saw you leaving those people to go. JK, Juma, Michael, yeah, and everyone else. Aribu Kamori, I don't take it for granted that you actually are part of this broadcast. If you're watching this video later on, probably during the week or during the month or next year, I don't take it for granted that you have taken the time to download it. Don't forget to recommend people by Jemba Telemu tracking devices, by Jemba we alarm. Now about business. Nakugambye you have the right amount of capital and your business is still struggling. Your problem is marketing. Your problem is no longer capital, so your problem is marketing. Your problem is marketing, and I do consultations on WhatsApp and on phone. It's free. It's when you want to visit my office or when you want me to visit your shop or office that you actually have to pay a consultation fee. Yeah. Other than that, guys, thank you very much. I see you tomorrow, 7:15. Ciao.